Gummy, there's your gummy. I just found a book.
So what is this stuff? Okay, let me give you a little backstory. Hello everybody again. I want to keep this video kind of short. I don't know if I get excited about stuff on this channel. It's obviously all this stuff is personal to me, and I get really talky. The gummy worm drink. I drank it again. So backstory. I've obviously lived. If you guys have watched my previous videos, you guys have probably seen that I've lived somewhat of a stressful, out of my comfort zone, non-ideal INFP life. And through that, all those fires that I've had to gone through, and just your mind, as our mind is very vibrant and animated, to say the least, you sleep, it can be a hindrance, especially for me. So again, if you're living like a lot more of a minimalistic, staying away from those uncomfort areas where your mind might not play as many games as it's obviously going to be thinking, because we just not constantly think about things, anything we run into. Just so again, for me, I've been just heavily, my mind is on fight or flight mode, like constantly. It just seems my adult life essentially. When your mind is just on max full speed, you try to troubleshoot how to help get through all that. And one of my last job, the 4 years, is the management job, which there were some good things, very developmental for a lot of my other cognitive functions and stuff, or what my preferences are not. The management job helped me to kind of amplify those a lot better. That was the most stressful job I will ever incur in my life, or will allow any job to be that amount of stress. I won't ever do that again. So this job comes with stress too, but oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'll be back. This is work. I gotta answer it. My bad. Alright. I gotta bring this thing up here because it's like, right, I gotta use it for some information, because I'm just trying to help coordinate what all this stuff is in this product. So, the job, it was very stressful, just constantly. Every day was just, I'd come home with a ball of stress, going nuts. And my mind was obviously in overdrive. How to fix these people's problems, how to manage this, how to get us all in the direction without conflict, and all the crazy stuff that could pop up in your head. It was 24/7 just on overdrive. During that time, I went down the aisle of trying to help myself sleep. Because if you don't get good sleep, the next day of having to really still be out of my comfort zone area and just really succeed and get everything done, my mind had to be on point. I couldn't be really drowsy, which I was constantly, but that's the thing. It's like, if you don't get good sleep, and we all know that in general, just with health and your mental ability and everything that goes along with poor sleeping habits, you're seriously affected health-wise, blah, blah, blah. So to give myself any kind of fighting chance, I know there's plenty of sleep things that you can adapt with, what's the M word? Come on. Meditation. I tried meditation once, but I'm just so go. I'm not always, but like just my life. When I get in my things, I like quiet time, but just meditation, I don't. I tried it once, but then I just got bored, or the phone rang, or I don't know what happened. Something happened where I just like, I didn't really give it a chance. So I'm sure meditation, and a lot of you, I'm sure, meditate, and that's part of your ritual. I guarantee it helps, because that's one of the top reasons to do it. But for me, I went down the sleep aid aisle heavily, just troubleshooting what worked and what doesn't. So we all know what melatonin is. So melatonin, my brain was just like, it will disregard melatonin and be like,
dude, I ain't going to sleep. I don't care what you want. You're going to keep processing all this stuff, and you're going to stay awake till 3 in the morning because I'm not tired yet. I'm ready to party.
You know, the melatonin, everyone probably has heard of that. Long story short, I eventually stumbled into another ingredient that this is the ingredient that mixed with other things that are in these products may as well help, but ultimately I found it to be through all the different things I've tried. It's called Ltheanine. So I had to, right here, which I'll like pop it over here somehow on editing. But we have the Ltheanine. I always call it Ltheanine until I looked it up. And anyway, what it says is it's an amino acid that encourages calmness so you can hush those voices in your head and drift off. Now, this wasn't the first product I stumbled upon with this in it. A lot of sleep aid products on the shelf do have this in it, but not all of them do. But this one, I had another product that I found that they don't make anymore, but that one had a melatonin, L-theanine concoction. So I started with that one, and then I stumbled upon this one. And Gummy, if I'm gonna reach for like some candies or something like that, because I have a sweet tooth every once in a while, like everyone probably does. Oh, and speaking of sweet tooth, don't judge me on the shopping trip, because that was a supplemental, that's not how I normally eat. Yes, the bacon part is, that's commonly part of my normal grocery haul, but bacon makes the world better.
Yes.
All the other stuff, it really was a junk food haul. It was just, again, it was a supplemental thing. I don't sit there and teach. My daughter will commonly say,
Daddy, that's not healthy. You shouldn't eat that.
so she's not being trained to just sit there and eat ice cream and what you guys saw in there judging me right out the bat. He's a horrible dad. No, that was just it was more of a stressful, every once in a while you gotta have a little bit of ice cream or something like that. I have no idea. Oh, so, but L-theanine it's an amino acid that it's commonly found in like tea. So like green tea, black tea, it's a ingredient in there, which it has like a host of benefits. So here's some things I've found about it. It can reduce levels of stress and anxiety, increase sleep quality, increase focus, attention, and memory, increase immune function, increase cardiovascular health, and antioxidative properties. Yeah, well, removing antioxidant stuff is good. It flushes all that nasty stuff out of there that we commonly eat. It has a host of different things, so it's not just sleep. It's also, during the day, it actually helps focus your mind in. It kind of draws it in. Instead of that scatterness, it can kind of give you focus. So, but for me, I do have tea and coffee moments. One of my viewers, you know who you are, she called me out. I drink coffee just black. I don't put any cream or sugar in it because that stuff's all bad. So black coffee has some health properties with it, but it's got the caffeine and things like that. But she essentially said that she was kind of wishing that I did put some cream in there because it was said in some kind of study that black coffee is the sign that you're a psychopath or a sociopath. I don't know what it is. That hurt. That hurt deep. I don't feel that I'm that, but I just like black coffee, so whatever. But no, tea. I get tea moments too. I'll go through like swings where I'll start drinking a lot of tea. I got a whole cabinet full of. I use this L-theanine stuff through my sleeping aid. When you take it, it's like, it really does. These are gummies, so you take 2 of them. Here's the food label that I'll just. So serving size 2 gummies, they're kind of pricey. They've been up, as you guys can see in the thing, it's like $14.99 for 50 of them. You don't have to take 2, you can take 1 and maybe that'll help you too. But me, I need to take 2 because my mind is just, you take 2, 30 minutes before bed, chew thoroughly. It's like a blackberry zen flavor. It's not a bad flavor. It doesn't taste like medicine in my opinion. It tastes good. Naturally tasty, blissfully blackberry with a fresh hint of mint. No food or water needed when you take it. So again, it's easy to take. The ingredients level here, you know, calories, 15 calories. So low on calories. That's the same as like eating a salad. It's not the equivalent, don't. Carbohydrates 3, sugars 2, L-theanine is 100 milligrams, which you can buy this amino acid in its own form. So just L-theanine, which I've found it to be like a lot cheaper, like on GNC or stuff like that, or you can probably go on Amazon and just find the pill itself. It said that like 100 to 200 milligrams an adult can take healthily or whatever per day. That's not a word. Melatonin 3 milligrams, chamomile extract, which is a flower. Passion flower extract, that sounds awesome. So obviously who doesn't want passion in their life? And then lemon balm extract, which sounds like lipstick or aerial parts. Just ignore that last one. But there's other stuff, sugar, beet sugar, water, coconut oil, a bunch of stuff. And there's a big disclaimer on here, which, yeah, I need to. So I am not, let me just pop that up on there too. I am obviously not your doctor or a doctor of any sort. So the big disclaimer on here is that I've also found that amino acid can reduce blood pressure or stuff. There's probably other side effects that go along with it. So again, don't just go to your store and run over there and take this. You got to research it for yourself and find out if you're, I don't know, allergic to any of this stuff. But you know, it works for me. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's gonna work for you or it's healthy for you, but just make sure you do your own research. And let's see, what else here? Oh, and then like at the bottom of that thing, botanicals, flower power, all that, it's just soothing, relax. So I've been using this stuff for like a year now. It's part of my nightly ritual. When I go to bed, I pop 2 of those bad boys, and it does. As much as I might be hyperactive in my mind, this stuff just literally brings my mind in and I'm gone. So I don't always get the best nights of sleep still, because some days are, you know, more crazier than others. But this stuff gives me at least a fighting chance to get to bed within a decent time frame instead of sitting there staring at the wall, just completely physically tired. But yeah, your mind is like some little 2-year-old running around like with its diaper off. Like it's just, woo, it's time to, no, it's not. The mind needs to go to sleep, and our mind is crazy. This I've found, it's something I thought, nothing sponsored here. I'm not getting some kind of kickback from this product. It's just me trying to just say, hey, look what I found, because I put in a lot of work trying to find this stuff, and but this stuff does seem to be able to draw it in, kind of put everything in a lot more calm states. It's somewhat pricey. You can go the tea route, which is a lot less. You know, there's other things you can do, but just research that specific ingredient and just see all the different properties. And it's part of my life, and I find that it helps me out. This got way too long. Somebody normal on YouTube should be able to talk, hey, try this ingredient, and then 2 minutes, boom, done. But me, no, I just want to keep talking. I hope you have a good night's sleep tonight, everybody, and I do recommend that just give it a try or find something else. Look on Amazon, try to find a sleep aid with that ingredient in there. And again, like I've said, I've tried other ones that have that in there, but this one, for whatever reason, with the combination of its kind of level of ingredients, this one definitely helps me. So you might find one that's half price of that, and it might work for you. I'm just recommending it. You guys have a great day, and I will